Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Power of One. Today we are watching The Legend of Korra, Book 2, Episode 9, The Guide. Folks, thank you for joining me here today for more Adventures of Korra. The last couple episodes have been awesome, and I have heard that the rest of the season at least maintains a better average than the previous half of the season, which I'm kind of thankful for. My frustrations were pretty obvious in the episodes before the origin story of the Avatar. And real quick, I was asked to give my opinions on the origin of bending in general. And the commenter, one of our dearest followers, said that some people weren't a fan of them, and I don't understand why. Where did they think bending came from? Like just some inherent birthright that humans had? Like some dude woke up one day and was suddenly like, hey, I can toss a fireball. Some guy sticks his hand in a cook fire and is like, I didn't get burned. How weird. I must be the mother of dragons. The crossover none of us need. But it I liked it. Like it wasn't a humans destroyed something to get the power, which is far too often this kind of story where it leads, you know? Humanity raided something or captured something and demanded to give it power kind of thing. No, this was given to it by protective great spirits that their cities were literally built on top of so they could stay safe when venturing out. And I liked that. That these great lion turtle things were bequeathing this ability upon folks. It was good. Now, the fact that it stuck with them and could be passed on to their kids, that's something interesting, and honestly, something that probably needs to be explored, like some of the other things I mentioned. Like the second Avatar. What was their life like? Nobody knew at the time that the Avatar was going to be hopping not just bendings, but hopping bodies, essentially, being reborn. What would that second person have been like to suddenly either start hearing voices, to have the memories of some old guy? How weird, again, would that have been if it was a woman was the second bender? That would have been a thing. All in all, the origin of bending, where this power came from, I liked. That this power was bequeathed to humans by spirits who had taken it upon themselves to protect humanity in order to keep them safe. And when humanity was like, all right, we need to venture out, it stopped giving it because it was no longer protecting them, but it had to have either given it to some or just left it if there was a larger party out there. There you go. Origin of bending. It makes sense. What I don't get is how people didn't like that. What did they want? Did they want the
oh yeah, we murdered a spirit, ate its heart, and suddenly I can throw waterfalls?
does that seem like a viable thing? Is that a desirable origin story? Like what issues could people have with that? I guess that's the part of it that I don't understand. The what they put forward as to how humanity got its bending is great. The only other thing that I can see people wanting is some sort of weird crossbreed story between spirits and humanity, and that they were just born inherently with the power of the elements. And again, that just gets into weird space. So yes, I did dig how bending was created. I dug the origins of the Avatar. I wish they would do more. Like, another thing to explore. The first family who had a kid that inherited the parents' ability to use an element. Wouldn't that have been a shock? The parents would have been like, yeah, we were giving this power by a giant lion turtle, and it will die with us. Why would they inherently think that little Timmy was going to inherit the ability to make a breeze? It just, I don't know. It would have been an interesting thing to explore. Like, how would they have reacted? Would they have hidden it from people, being like, this thing's a thing. This thing's a thing. We shall see. As for today's episode, being called the guide makes me think that I may have been wrong in the last episode. Because I thought that the first thing Korra was going to do is go back to Tenzin and be like, you are not going to understand or believe what I just experienced. And Tenzin was going to do his usual Tenzin thing and walk her through a lesson she didn't even see was there. Just because it's Tenzin. But the guide makes it sound like there's going to be somebody else helping her. So I'm very interested in who this may be. I'm also curious to see if it's Juan himself, if he starts having more conversations with her since she connected with him in the weird, creepy, glowy pool thing. So why don't we jump in and find out exactly who this guide is?
Away. Meanwhile, Varric has made Bolin into a mover star and saved Asami's company. Mako is the only one who suspects that Varric is up to no good. But can he prove?
Oh yeah, we're back to the Varric up to no good thing.
Were you playing with someone?
Oh, just some imaginary friends.
But are they imaginary, though?
Airbenders.
Yay, old things.
Korra?
Korra?
Wait, you don't know about the Civil War?
What? No. We've been out of touch with the outside world since we started our vacation.
Tenzin's idea. What happened?
Yeah, the general's like, what you say?
The portal in the first place, and now I need to close it again.
I knew this would happen. So, Avatar 1...
An interesting way to recap everything. I like that. She just mind vomited the entire story everywhere. I like it.
All my years of spiritual training have prepared me for this moment. I will help you. Today, we enter the spirit world.
I dig that. Like, Tenzin's resolve right there was really, really good. He wasn't nervous, and he literally was like, okay, everything in my life has prepared me for this. Let's do it.
Cat!
That was an interesting tone shift.
Hello? Anyone? Nuktuk's still up here, all alone.
I have to pee and it's gonna fall into my mouth.
Dating again? What? Dating? No.
That's crazy.
Korra just left a week ago.
Guys, listen to me. Varric is up to no good, and I have...
He's a slut. Bong.
One of those detonators.
Yeah, let it go, Mako. Let it go.
Ah, no! I'm not going to let it go!
And Asami's right. Anyone could have gotten a hold on one of those detonators, but I don't know.
You're lucky. This temple is the most spiritual of all the air temples. By this very garden is where my father met Guru Patik.
Wow.
Oh, no kidding. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Something else.
I
Wow.
thought your bell ringing was just fine.
Thanks!
That's what I was waiting for. Him just to go full drum solo.
Come back, Furryfoot!
Hey, Janora, what are you chasing?
Nothing.
So is Janora just like a natural spirit conduit? She could just see the spirit world? Because that would be kind of awesome.
Focus.
I am focusing.
No talking.
Then shut the hell up.
Well, actually, I've never been into the spirit world.
Why is everyone shocked by this?
Into it.
I've spent years studying the techniques and theories of ancient spiritual leaders. Now that the Avatar needs me, it must be my time.
Tenzin, harmonic.
So that's one thing, too. He studied all the things of the ancient leaders. Well, the spirit world changes with the humans currently there. So that's a thing.
And how would you know that?
My spirit friends showed me. It's okay, you can show yourselves.
Eh, she's a natural spiritual adept. I like it.
Janora!
Bunnies!
But buddies!
How long have you been able to do this?
I don't know. I guess I've always kind of had a connection with spirits.
I think this one likes me.
Or it's just gonna poop on your shoulder. Either way.
Join me. Together we can open this portal.
You think that's how it works? Hey, Ghostbusters taught me you don't cross the streams.
He needs a healer at once.
This is more important.
Yeah, I think even the crazy sister might be like, you, Dad. So was it just delusions of grandeur that made him think that he could do it?
Team here, we want you to join us. You wouldn't want anything to happen to Asami, would you? I mean, I heard you and her were kind of a item again.
Okay.
What about your brother?
Whoa. They're taking Varric so 180 that he's threatening Asami now? Oh, yeah, no, thank you.
Just so cute. I'm gonna name you Boomju. It's short for Boomy Jr. Don't you think he looks like me?
The resemblance is uncanny.
I love he didn't even turn around. He's just like, I'm gonna say what he wants to hear.
To the right place?
Of course. I trust Boomju with my life.
He's just, I forget where the line comes from, but a friend of mine said it yesterday. It's like, I have just met you, but I am willing to kill everyone in this room and then myself if anything happens to this creature.
Dad taught it to me. This site has been neglected for many years. A cleansing ceremony will help strengthen its connection to the spirit world.
So did you do that ceremony at the air temple? When, you thought it could, thing. I mean, no. They've got that purple black of the corrupted spirits.
Bats! Evil bats!
The evil bats!
What are we supposed to do?
Be neat if they form together. I'm Batman. Oh, is she going to start her Spirit Mojo dance? Okay, so the Spirit Mojo that Unalaq taught her is real. It's just, she apparently just failed on that big-ass one.
Form dark spirits. I can't even get you into the spirit world.
Everything Unalaq taught me was to help himself. Everything you've done was meant to help me.
The intent may have been poor, but it's still a valuable lesson. What someone does with any piece of knowledge is the important thing.
Enter the spirit world.
Why don't you go first?
After all these years, my father's dream for me will finally come true.
That I will literally get as far away from him as possible. Wait.
No, I just wanted to come by to make sure you're okay. You seemed so agitated earlier.
I'm fine.
Maybe you need a night off. Why don't we go get some dinner?
No thanks.
Oh, are they gonna fall into the cliche now of, oh, I'm gonna push her away to keep her safe? There have been enough cliches in this show that we could... Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
They said you helped them steal a warehouse full of Future Industries property.
That's crazy.
You're gonna believe a bunch of criminals?
I have to follow up on the lead.
Okay, how about the part owner of Future Industries?
Pull you away from your warehouse. He was using you the whole time.
That's not true, Asami. I would never do anything to hurt you. It's Varric.
Okay, literally, if they have Asami believe that shit at all, I am still going to watch the rest of the season, but I would do so under protest.
Spirit world yet?
No, I am not. And stop bugging me.
It's okay, Tenzin. Maybe you weren't meant to go.
Okay, maybe it has something to do with the fact that he knows you guys are just staring at him. If I was trying to chill and clear my mind and knew that people were just standing there staring at me, I wouldn't be able to focus either.
Kaya is right. I can guide Korra into the spirit world. I'll be all right.
Spirits in the spirit world are always evolving. Tenzin should know this, but he's locked into all of the ancient ways.
Go. Close the portal. We'll wait here and keep your bodies safe till you return.
We'll be all right.
Although I will grant that is a little bit of growth on Tenzin's part to allow his daughter to go on a very dangerous mission. Like, with very little protest. Obviously, he brought it up a little bit at first, but he's allowing her to do what he can't. So acknowledging a flaw in himself and letting his child put herself in danger for it. So that's growth on Tenzin's part. I have to grant them that.
Find her.
The Avatar will find you. She has just entered the spirit world.
He makes a good point. It's like, she's got to come here, set your crap up. Okay, so there's that. I'm a little split on this episode. Like, the Korra, Tenzin, Genera thing, love that side of the episode. The bull that's the other side, I am frustrated with. So, I like, as I mentioned, the growth that was in Tenzin, the fact that Genora has now been acknowledged for her ability to see and speak with spirits, and they're letting her use it to aid the Avatar. Dig it. This garbage with Varric and the cops setting him up to take the fall. Now the only thing that could redeem this in my mind is if Toph's granddaughter, I think. If Chief Beifong, we'll go with that, is using this as a setup to catch Varric. Like, if she already suspects Varric and is using this whole drama around Mako to try and draw him out to make a mistake so they can catch him. That is the only thing that will redeem any of this, because it is so obviously a setup. She should know better. And I know they didn't have her really acknowledge much. There was just a little look on Asami's part. But if Asami, after everything, after all of this that they've been through, if Asami believes any of that Mako set her up to lose her, sign over part of her company, as I said, I will watch the rest of the season, but I do so under protest. Oh, wow, that would irritate the crap out of me. So, a true Avatar episode, everything in balance. Part of it was cool, part of it was not, in my opinion. But you know what? We're going to keep pushing. We're going to get through to the end of this season and then swiftly put it behind us. Thank you for joining me, folks. If you like what you see, hit the button, subscribe if you want to see more. I appreciate you coming by. Regardless, please take care of yourself, take your meds, drink some water, make sure you've eaten today, and remember that you are a power. I am a power. Together we are one power. We are the power of one. Have a good one, folks.